These are a summary of the latest national polls. What they show is former President Donald Trump defeating President Biden in a proposed matchup. The other day, Donald Trump took his show on the road to Iowa. There he appeared with Sean Hannity in a carefully choreographed town hall. It should be watched by every person who is fearful of Trump's return to office. It should be seen by every person who does not believe that those polls are real. When you watch the town hall, there are a couple of things that stand out. The first is that is a crowd that is energized. That is a crowd that feels like it is on the winning team. They are laughing. They are having fun. They are being entertained. And they are exuberant when Donald Trump says certain things out loud that he's going to do. What are those things that unite that audience into almost a level of ecstasy, a fervor? Well, when Donald Trump attacks China and does so without any regard for political niceties or political correctness or the boundary lines of woke dialogue. He calls COVID-19 the China virus, the Wuhan flu. Millions of Americans believe that's exactly what COVID-19 was. They saw their children's educations profoundly disrupted. They saw their educations and their mental health severely eroded. Millions of parents blame China for that. Certainly the crowd in Iowa does. Donald Trump savaged President Biden, and the crowd laughed. Trump diminished President Biden. He emasculated him. There was one vivid scene when Donald Trump imagines responding to President Biden's provocation and going out behind the proverbial barn for the old fist fight. This is how Donald Trump talked about the President of the United States from a stage. He suggested he could be blown over. They savaged the president's cognitive abilities. It was brutal. It was merciless. And the crowd's reaction to it was cruel. It was malicious. And there's more of it to come. The campaign ahead will be unrestrained. And there is a question at hand that deserves to be talked about out loud because the severity of the crisis demands it. And it is the wrong thing to do to keep quiet about it. There is a deep and pervasive fear in Washington, D.C., in the green rooms, in the newsrooms, about the capacity to stand up successfully against Donald Trump by the president. The answer to the question is for President Biden to show the American people that he is ready for the fight. What that means is he must travel the country. It is time for him to stand up in the arena, in the center of the town hall, to engage with the American people and to talk about the brilliance of Americanism as an idea, as a principle. It's time for the president to lead the charge in defense of the Constitution, the peaceful transition of power, religious tolerance. There are millions of American Jews who are fearful in the United States because of their last name, because of their religious faith, because of the outburst of hate that only takes place for Jews in a weakening democracy, because Jews are safe when democracy is healthy, but grow unsafe when it is not. It is time for the president to lead, to face down the candidate who is defeating him. Let's be clear about a great delusion, the so-called momentum of Nikki Haley. It's not real. Take Dean Phillips out of the equation. Marianne Williamson is performing better against Joe Biden than Nikki Haley is against Donald Trump. You can read all about it in The Nation in a brilliant article of John Nichols, who won't buy into the conventional wisdom, who won't buy in to the dangerous groupthink. Trump is going to be the nominee of the Republican Party, and there is no candidate on the Republican debate stage who will be able to disrupt that, who will be able to stop him. Every one of those candidates will get in line behind Donald Trump. Every one of them, except Chris Christie, will seek to be Donald Trump's vice presidential candidate.
Thank you for watching. Make sure you subscribe to our channel so you never miss a video. Also, for more content just like this, please consider joining our Warning Premium community. You can find out more in the description below.